Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of how to code a Roblox game. So to basically, firstly you need to open up Roblox Studio, which should have came when installing Roblox, and you should be greeted with a screen. Now there's already a bunch of templates, but let's ignore those templates and let's just select a base plate, because that's what we want, a base plate, just nothingness, and we can do mess around with it. Now when you launch up your Roblox Studio, it should look something like this. Right. Well, to begin our power imagination, let's begin with a part. Every single game has one. Now, this part is cool because you click on the beneath and we can have many kinds of parts. And we click play, you can interact with these parts. They all have physics and they should start moving on their own. Like that, for example, the ball runs away. Fortunately, we can't move them because they're on the floor, but hypothetically, let's say we made this thing bigger with a scale tool. There's many tools here. Alright, we should be able to move it around. Yep, like that. It's a bit buggy, but that's because it's heavy and it's a bit hard to push it. Now, how do we delete an object? You click on select tool and just select your object and press backspace, and that should do the trick. Now, let's begin with this. So, let's just say we want to select a part, right? But like, what if we want to make it more transparent? What if we want to not make it fall down because of gravity? What if we don't want it to interact with gravity? What if I want to walk through it? Well, that's simple. You click on view and you click on properties, and this gives you a bunch of properties on whatever you're selecting. For example, I can change it, so let's just say I want to make that the spawn point invisible. Voila, it's invisible. You just say I want to make it, I don't know, glass, like bricks, for example. There you go, it's not bricks. So to there's the Roblox Studio is quite cool because you can hover your mouse over most things in properties and we tell you what it does. For example, anchor determines whether a object interacts with a physics engine. So we just have to click yes so that it does not interact with it. And let's say we select play now. Completely still. That's excellent. Like that. Now, what are other cool things that you can do with it? You can collide, can't touch, all that crap. Locked means that you can't select it. Like I'm in the select tool and I can't select it at all. Alright, and that's where we get to the next thing. Explorer. Explorer, alright, asks everything about the game. Where all the players are, its lighting, all this crap. Now, workspace is everything you see in front of me. This is a workspace. So for example, if I put all these parts, you see how it all goes into workspace, right? But if let's just say I move this part and put it let's say lighting, right? It's gone. It's because it's not in the workspace. The workspace is like where where everything physical of the game is located. Alright. Now let's delete all these parts because we don't need it. Now let's begin our scripting tutorial with a script, obviously. So what you do, click on the plus and you can just select script. Or if you can't see it, you can just search up script in the search bar. Now enter a script. Now by default, it should enter you a line of code that says print hello world. That's perfect. Now if we click on base plate, alright, and run it, it should print out hello world. But where is it? Yeah, that's the tricky. So what you do, you click on view and you click on output, and it says right there hello world and what script did it and what line it did. So we can click on hello world and it tells us, yeah, it was line 1 of this script. Alright, that's pretty cool. Now let's stop the testing there. Cool things you can do with the script. So firstly, let's begin with a variable. A variable is like a phone book, alright, with like, so for example, local text equals hello. Alright, imagine this is like the number of the person you're trying to call, and this is the person you're trying to call. Alright, you call this number and you get that. So for example, if we go here and we put text and we click on play, it should say in the output just hello, because you're calling text and in text is hello. It's a bit hard to explain, but you should be able to get the idea from this. Now you can do, besides just printing more stuff, there's obviously more you can do with a variable. So let's insert a part, and let's say we want to make it so that the part is anchored, right? That's cool. Now let's say I want it to be anchored, but not through the properties. I'll just do it through the script. So how do I reference it in the script? So it's like, how do you select this part in the script? It's simple. So you type game, so you're trying to refer to the game dot workspace, as in like you're referring to the workspace, and then dot part, and now just like that you selected the part. Oh wait, not part, but a part. Now if you're wondering how I'm doing this and I'm typing really fast, it's simple. Alright, just press dot, and then it gives you a list of suggestions. Alright, then you select the one you want and press tab. That's how you get it. Now let's just say I want to select anchor, the ability to anchor. You do another dot, and it gives you all the properties of it, even ones that you can't see. For example, where is it? C-frame. C-frame, you normally shouldn't be able to see it. I'll explain to it in another episode what it is, but right here, there's no C-frame at all. C-frame, no. Nope. No such thing as C-frame. It's a hidden property. So with scripts, you can show a lot of things. Now, let's just say I want it so the anchor is true. This means that when I start the game, even though in properties it's not anchored, it should be anchored. Alright, cool. So it's anchored even though it's not anchored in the thing. Now let's just say I wanna make it so that you can it's not only you can change more things besides making it anchored. So for example, game dot workspace dot part dot I don't know, transparency, right? So as you can tell, transparency makes it more transparent. Now let's say I'll set it to like 4.5. No, I mean 0.5. If I click on play, it should be half transparent. Alright. That's cool. Now, remember the variables we were learning earlier. Now you remember how I assigned the variable like local text. Remember that this the name of the variable is custom. You can do anything with it. Now local text equals, remember how it's hello. Well, another thing they didn't tell you is that the person you're calling, like what the data is assigned to this variable, could also be anything. So let's say we do game dot workspace dot part, and let's rename the variable to part. Okay, what this is, it's a shortcut essentially to this. So what it's doing, it's getting workspace dot part. Alright, please don't make the same mistake I do. And it should do what it did before, but this time it's in the variable. So that's less typing for you, like that. Cool. Now here's another function that's quite cool with Roblox. You can do wait. So let's say I want it so it anchors in the beginning, and then you wait 5 seconds, and then it turns transparent. Watch this. Alright, give it a second. Alright, look. And then it turns transparent. Now you can combine this with a print function. So for example, we do like print you can see me. And then wait, once the 5 seconds is over, it can print out not anymore. And basically these two should do the code they should execute at the same time, and these two should. So click on play, and we can see it. Yep, you can see me. That's good. And we wait, and then not anymore, and then it gets transparent. Remember, you can change this number to anything, but the cap is 1. So if we click on play, you can see me. And then now not anymore. It's now just completely transparent. It's still there, but it's completely transparent. I think that's gonna wrap out today's episode. Hope you learned something new or two, and see you in the next one.